spent a good couple of hours reducing the size of this bed. It's always just a little bit too wide, and yeah, I can never quite reach into the middle. So now I'm just going to backfill all of this with the compost. Then I'm going to bring in the manure that I got from the stables. Depending how well rotted that is, I'm either going to pile it up and let it break down a bit more, or just spread it all out and hope for the best. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Start. Any gaps that there are, I'll just bring in some of the compost from the other side and raise it up a bit later on. But for now, let's go see what the manure looks like. And that still looks a little bit fresh, so I'm going to make a big pile behind me and just leave it for a month or two, come back to it and then spread it out. Crossed, that pile of manure breaks down a little bit more. There's plenty of good tiger worms in there and things that are going to help that process along now that it's in a bigger pile rather than just laid out thinly on the bed. As you saw, I've filled up these 2 trays with some compost, and the plan is just to divide these trays both in half and sow 4 different varieties of onion. And 3 of them come from Real Seeds, which is a brand that I absolutely love. Real fresh seeds every year that you buy from them. I've actually had problems with onions from other companies over the past couple of years. Germination's been really poor, and I'm wondering whether perhaps some of the seed is a little bit older. So I'm hoping that Real Seeds, I know they kept their promise. These are going to be really fresh, good quality seeds. I'm going to get some excellent germination out. So the first one is Kyoto Market Green Bunching or Spring Onion. So I'm hoping this will be an interesting one to go with some Asian dishes. Zabroon Shallot, which always does fantastically, nice banana shallot. And then we've got Density 4, which is a long storing onion. So I'm hoping that's going to be one I can keep in storage throughout the year up to Christmas and beyond perhaps. And the other that I've got is just a little packet left over from last year. These did all right. They're called Boretana, an Italian variety, and I'm hoping that I can do some pickled onions with these. So let's get sowing. I thought these 2 sticks might just help me divide up the seed trays and know what's what before I label them. the end there, pushing down the compost onto the seeds. And the reason for that is that you want to make sure that you've got good contact between the compost and the seed, and that just helps weight the seed up so that it knows it's time to start germinating. Let's get these inside. Well, I hope you've enjoyed coming out and getting on with these jobs with me in the garden, and fingers crossed doing these things now means I'm going to have a head start on spring. Of course, there's still loads to do, loads of tidying up. I've got the new greenhouse to put up and all the rest, but bit by bit, week by week, we'll get there. And something that I love personally about gardening this time of year is it feels like your garden's on pause. Because it's cold, there's not a lot growing, there's not a lot happening even. It means that you can really crack on with the jobs and make a difference, ready for when that season kicks in. Well, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.